Hi guys, and welcome back to another video on the Detailing Detectives YouTube channel. And today this is probably going to be quite a long video because we're going to be reviewing the Carplan Demon Valet Pack. So this is from Halfords. We picked it up a few weeks ago when we did the Halfords sort of like £15 wash. People sort of like recommended this and told us to try it. So that's what we're doing. So yeah, let's see what's in this box and see what products we're going to be using today. So everything comes in the box, so yeah, it's quite handy. So just reading off the box, so this pack contains, it contains a demon foam, a demon shine, a demon wheels, a demon clean, and a demon tyres, and it also includes a large sponge and a microfiber cloth and an air freshener as well. Okay, so the products that we've got and that we're going to be using are these 5 here. So what have we got? So we've got the Demon Foam, Snow Foam and Car Shampoo, and it says active foam formula. So let's see what this is. So this looks like it's a snow foam and a shampoo all in one. So you can use it for, well, let's have a look. Rinse off loose dirt with cold water, pour 50 ml, approximately 3 caps full of shampoo into a bucket of clean and warm water, wash while using... Okay, yeah, so it is just a shampoo. I don't think it's a snow foam. But what we'll do, we'll try it in a snow foam lance, see if it foams up, and then we'll use it as a shampoo as well. So that's what we're going to use with that. Also we've got the Demon Wheels, which is a fast wheel cleaner, cleans all wheels. So what we'll be doing with this, ensure the wheels are cool before applying, shake bottle well, spray over the wheel surface, applying one wheel at a time, leave the formula to penetrate the dirt for 1 minute, agitate to a foam using a brush, work over the brake dust, dirt and grime, rinse off with plenty of clean water using a sponge or brush to aid rinsing. Rotate the wheels 180 degrees to avoid missing. So that's a wheel cleaner, so that's pretty simple to use. And then we've got Demon Shine, spray on shine. So this is, so it says spray on, wipe over with the microfiber cloth, step back and look at the wicked shine. So that's like a quick detailer, gloss enhancer sort of product. This Demon Clean, so active super cleaner for interior and exterior use. So what's this? Interior, suitable for all hard surfaces, effectively removes dirt, grease from windows, dashboards and plastic trim, and it leaves a pleasant citrus fragrance. Exterior, use on all plastic trims to remove dirt and grime. So what we'll do with that, we'll use that on the interior because that's sort of like an interior product. And then the last one is Wet Look Tyres, Instant Tyre Shine. So this is Demon Tyres. So what do we have to do with this? Apply to the walls, or basically you just apply to the tyre and allow it to dry before driving. So that's pretty simple. All these bottles are pretty big, they're like 1 litre bottles, so you do get quite a lot of product. I don't know how much of the product you need to use, but yeah, that's what we're going to find out. And then you get a sponge, you get a tiny microfiber, and you get an air freshener as well. So I won't be using the sponge, I'll just be using a wash mitt. But I'll put this in the van because, well, I can use it for, well, what we'll do actually, we'll use the sponge to apply the tyre dressing, because that's how I apply tyre dressings. So let's get on with the first product, which will be the Demon Foam. Let's try it in the snow foam lance, see what it does, if it foams up. If it doesn't, yeah, then we'll go from there. Okay, so I've put some product in the snow foam lance, sort of like about 200ml, just what we normally use with snow foam, and then top the rest up with water. So I'm going to apply it to the car now. The car's not too dirty. Yeah, it's just been sat for about a week, so it's just a bit dusty. So let's apply this, see if it foams up, and see what it does. Okay, so it did actually foam up, which I'm quite impressed with. So let's see how well it dwells for. I don't think it's going to dwell for that long, maybe a few minutes, and then we'll rinse it off. Yeah, then we'll go on to the shampoo. Okay, so now that's been on the car roughly about 3 minutes. Nothing too long, but it is sort of like I guess a multi-purpose product, so it's the snow foam and the shampoo as well. So let's rinse this off, and then we'll go and put some product in the bucket, see how well it foams up. Okay, so now that's rinsed off, it's cleaned some dust off. It hasn't cleaned any dirt off, but that's fine. It is mainly aimed at a shampoo, but that was just a test to see whether it did foam up in a snow foam lance, because well, some people like to foam the snow foam on or shampoo on, and then instead of using 2 buckets they'll just use 1 bucket and sort of like wash the car like that. I don't do that, but yeah, I know that is a method that some people use. So the next product that we're going to use before we get onto the shampoo is the wheel cleaner. So what I'll do now is we'll go in closer to one wheel, and yeah, we'll see how it performs. Okay, so I'm not sure whether you can see on camera how dirty this wheel is. It's pretty dirty. To be fair, I haven't really cleaned the wheels for a good few weeks, because yeah, I've just been leaving them. So this is a great test for this wheel cleaner. So the instructions are, so ensure the wheels are cool to touch, which they're fine. Shake bottle well, which I've done. Spray over the wheel surface, applying to one wheel at a time. Leave the formula to penetrate the dirt for 1 minute. Agitate to a foam using a brush and work over brake dust, grime and dirt, and then rinse off with plenty of water. So let's apply this, and then I'll leave it for 1 minute while I go get a brush, and then we'll agitate it and see how well it cleans. Okay, so now this has been on the wheel for just over a minute. So what I'm going to do is let's spray the brush, and then yeah, we're just going to agitate it and see whether it foams up. So I'll start with the tyres, and then we'll go on to the alloys. So on the tyres, it's actually foamed up quite well. Some wheel cleaners don't actually foam up, which, well, and then I think if they're not foaming up, are they actually doing anything when you agitate it? But this one seems to be quite foamy. Okay, so round about halfway around the wheel, it does stop getting foamy, so I'm just going to apply some more product onto the brush. There we go, it's back again. Okay, so now, yeah, it's time to rinse it off and see how well it's cleaned. Okay, so as you can see, the wheel is a lot cleaner, and yeah, the wheel cleaner foamed up nice, and it's cleaned quite well. What I'm going to do now is I'll switch to the other side of the car, and I'm just going to test how well this cleaner actually cleans wheels. So we'll apply it to the wheel, leave it to dwell, and then we'll just jet wash it off, see if it actually cleans anything. Because like I've done before with wheel cleaners, this, well, I think anyway, this shows sort of like if the wheel cleaner is actually doing anything, because well, you can basically scrub dirt off with the brush with water. So yeah, let's see if it actually does anything on the other side, and then we'll go on to the shampoo. Okay, so this wheel isn't as dirty, but we'll see what the wheel cleaner can do just on its own. Okay, now let's leave that for a minute or two. Okay, so as you've seen me just rinse the wheel off. It didn't clean that well, to be fair, but the product is designed to be agitated, but we will come back to sort of like my full thoughts at the end of the video. So now we've finished the wheels, what we'll do, we'll go and put some shampoo in the bucket. So this is 3 capfuls, and yeah, let's see how well it foams up. Okay, so we've just filled the shampoo up, and it has foamed up quite nice. So yeah, I filled it up with warm water. Not that makes a difference, but it's just nice on the hands really. So now I'm going to wash the car with the shampoo and see how well the suds stay around, whether it's nice to use. And yeah, let's see how well it cleans. some people might ask why I'm not using the 2 bucket method. So one, the back of the shampoo hasn't told me to, and I'm just following the instructions. And 2, I don't mind damaging the paint, because in a few weeks I'll be doing a video on sort of like machining this and getting it back up to sort of like the standard that we want it. So yeah, don't worry about me damaging the paint too much. Yeah, we don't use this method on customers' cars or when I'm washing any other cars. Yeah, it's just because I'm following the instructions of the product. So that's the car all washed. It's foamed up, well, the suds are still on the car, so that's one aspect that's pretty good. And there was no sort of like sticking with the wash mitt, so with some shampoos doesn't like lubricate the paint very well, but this one was alright, like it sort of glided across the paint. So let's wash this off, and yeah, I'll give you a rating out of 10 how well I think it's cleaned. Okay, so that's the car all rinsed off. So what I need to do now is get the Demon Shine and just see what the instructions are for that. I don't know whether you have to spray it on wet paint or whether it's dry paint. So yeah, let's go and get it and then come back and we'll see what the instructions say. Okay, so now it's time for the Demon Shine. So instructions: always wash your car with Demon Foam Snow Foam shampoo. So we've done that. Spray on Demon Shine, to one panel at a time, no need to dry first. Wipe over with a microfiber cloth until the solution disappears. That's it, do nothing, step back and admire the shine. It does say on here though, do not spray it on windscreens or windows. Streaking on windscreen may occur. Remove with Carplan screen wash or glass cleaner. So one, you can't use this on windows, which is fine. But yeah, you spray it on to the car while the car's wet. So let me go get a microfiber and then we'll start applying this. Okay, so let's apply this to the bonnet and yeah, see whether it's easy to apply or well, how it goes on. Okay, so that's the product added to the bonnet, and to be fair, it goes on quite nice. When you are spraying it, it sort of like reacts with the water. So what I'm going to do now is, because it did that, I'm not sure whether it provides any protection. So I'm just going to get the hose before we carry on with the car, and yes, see if there's any water behaviour change in there. Okay, so it has provided a little tiny bit of protection, not too much, but before there was nothing on here. Like I didn't get a shot before, but yeah, there's some tiny beads on there, but it's better than nothing. So now what I'm going to do is I'll apply it to the rest of the car, and then we'll see how shiny it is. Okay, so that's the application of the Demon Shine done, and it is fairly shiny to be fair, and it looks like it's added a tiny bit of protection, which is an added bonus as well. So the next product that we're going to do is the tyres. So this is Demon tyres. So yeah, let's zoom into the wheels, and yeah, let's apply it. Okay, so now we're going to be using the Demon tyres, and yeah, let's see how to use it. So directions: shake well before use, which we've done, apply to the walls and allow product to dry before driving. So just on a side note, it says do not spray on tyre treads, brake components, window screens and control pedals. Do not use on cycle or motorbike tyres, and then clean up spillages and overspray using a strong detergent. And then it always says test brakes before driving as well. So it doesn't say on here whether you have to apply it when the tyre is dry or when it's wet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it when it's wet, and to apply it, basically I'm just going to use a sponge that was provided. I know you meant to use this for washing the car, but we used a wash mitt. So I'm just going to spray it onto the tyre, and then I'll just like sort of work it in with the sponge. Okay, and I guess that's that done. Pretty easy application, and I haven't used hardly any. So yeah, what I'll do now is at the end of the video we'll see how this is dried. So now the only product left to do is the interior one. So yeah, let's go to the interior. We'll do that product, and then I'll show you around the full car how shiny it is and how this is dried. Okay, so because interiors are really hard to film and sort of like get the angle across, I'm just going to do it on the door. So this is the Demon Clean. It's for interior and exterior use. And then let's have a look what it does. So interior, suitable for hard surfaces, effectively removes dirt and grime from windows, dashboards, plastic, leaving a pleasant citrus fragrance. You can use it on the outside as well, but it's interesting that you can use it on the windows. So I was thinking, as I was doing this sort of like review, it would be handy to have sort of like a glass cleaner in here. But if this works well on the glass, then yeah, I guess you could use this. So what I'm going to do is I'll do this half with the product, and then leave this part, and then yeah, we'll sort of like do a 50-50. So the products, the directions even, shake well before use, spray onto the surface and wipe with a soft cloth, polish off with a soft clean cloth. So yeah, that's all I'm going to do. Let's let's spray it on and yeah, see how well it works. Okay, so I was using this, but it's rubbish, so I'm just going to get my own. Okay, so quite a lot has come off of the plastic. So this interior hasn't been done since I've bought the car, which is, well, back in January. So I guess some dirt is going to come off. What I'm going to do though is I'm just going to clean the other side of the window in this half, just so we can see a difference in how clean it's come. Okay, so now we've finished that. To be fair, all these products so far are really quick and easy to use. So let's remove the tape and see if there's any difference. The smell, well, when you're spraying it, you can't really tell that there's a smell there, but let's smell it. I wouldn't really say there's a citrus smell. Okay, let's remove the tape and then we'll go back and, well, we'll go inside and do a full verdict of each product. Okay, you can't really tell sort of where, like, what the difference is. So what I'll do now is I'll put a few pictures on of the difference. So yeah, you can sort of tell it's sort of like a more dull colour, but yeah, it looks alright. So now let's go inside and we'll do a full review of the products and see sort of like what I thought and whether I'd use them again. Okay, so we're back inside now and that is the review all done. Well, the only thing we need to do is basically go over each product and yeah, see what I thought and whether I'd use them again. So the products that we've been using is the Demon Valet Pack, and yeah, to be fair, I've been quite impressed with some of the products on just how easy they are to use. Not to forget, these are aimed at sort of like your weekend warrior and people that, yeah, are pretty much on a budget to wash the car, but they're sort of like a tiny bit into detailing and sort of like taking pride in the car, which is fine. That's what these products are aimed at. So let's go through each product one by one and yeah, let's get my thoughts and see how well I think they perform. The first product, Demon Foam. So we tried this in the snow foam lance. It did foam up quite well, better than I was expecting. I was sort of expecting like a watery, sort of like foamy shampoo sort of like solution, but no, it did foam up quite well. I left it to dwell on the car 2 to 3 minutes. It cleaned alright, it didn't get as much off as your sort of like normal snow foams, but like I said in the video, some people do like to foam it on and then use sort of like a wash mitt to sort of like clean your car, which is fine. We have had I think it's the Autoglim Polar Wash, that's how you have to use that product. So yeah, that is a method which is fine. So with the snow foam, I'd probably skip that step with this product and just get straight onto the shampoo stage. So with the shampoo, it foamed up quite nice. I did use hot water. I don't think that makes a difference, but I don't know. And yeah, the bubbles stayed around for, well, they're still around now, and it's been sort of like half an hour since I've washed the car. So that's quite good. When I say stayed around, that's in the bucket, so the bubbles on top, which some shampoos that I've used before, more expensive shampoos than this, sort of like the well-known brands, they only last sort of like 10 minutes. So by the time you get to the end of your car, the bubbles, it was basically just a tiny bit of soap in the water. So yeah, for the length of the bubbles that stayed in the bucket, is that is quite good for this product. Also, when washing the car with this product, like I said earlier, your wash mitt doesn't sort of like stick to the paint, it just sort of like glides across it. So yeah, that does make the washing process a lot easier, because there's nothing worse than your wash mitt sort of like getting stuck halfway down the panel just because there's not enough lubrication in the shampoo, really. So that is another positive for this. Surprisingly, there's a lot of positives with this shampoo and the product so far, but that's a good thing. It means value for money. So another thing I'd point out is it does clean quite well, and the suds on the car, they stay on there for a long time, so you can actually see where you've been. And again, I have used shampoos in the past which, after you've sort of like done one panel, the suds have gone, so you can't go back and say, well, I missed that bit or whatever, because yeah, you don't know where you've been. But with this, the suds stayed on the car, so that's one good thing. Well, another good thing about this product as well. Okay, so now we've covered the Demon foam, let's go on to the Demon wheels and see what I thought of that. Okay, Demon wheels. So this wheel cleaner, you spray it on the wheels, leave it a minute, and then agitate it with a brush. It foamed up really well. The smell of it is fine. Like, you can't even smell the product. That, like, you can't at all. It's got like no scent, which is good. Some wheel cleaners do have like a foul smelling smell, but yeah, this one's fine. It cleans pretty well as well, and the foaming of the product is really nice to work with. When you get about halfway round the wheel, you do have to apply more product to your brush to get it to foam up, because yeah, the product does start to wear off. But apart from that, yeah, it worked as well as the instructions say. We tested this on just spraying it on the wheel and then jet washing it off. It didn't clean that well, to be fair. So yeah, that doesn't mean that the Demon wheels doesn't work well. It does. It does work well, but you do have to agitate it like the instructions say. But that test is just so you can see sort of like if the product actually does anything without agitating it. But that's not too important because the instructions say you have to agitate it. Okay, next, Demon Shine. So this product, weirdly, I'm impressed with. So with this product, it's basically a quick detailer, and you spray on when it's wet. I was quite impressed to see that it provides some layer of protection. It doesn't apply the world's best protection in regards to sort of like water beading, but it does apply some protection to the paintwork, which is quite nice, and it does leave quite a nice shine on the car. The only downside to this is because you have to apply it when it's wet, and it says use a microfiber. After a few panels, I was finding myself, I had to go and get another microfiber just to sort of like make sure it was all buffed off. But apart from that, it did work quite well, and the protection, I don't know how long it's going to last. Even if it lasts a week, it's something, but it did leave quite a nice shine on the car. Next up, Demon tyres. So this product, I've used hardly any of it, and basically this is a tyre dressing. So it was really quick and simple. I did use the sponge out of the pack to make sure it was worked into the tyres, but it literally took me less than 30 seconds to apply, which is good. Nice, quick application, and then yeah, you just have to wait till it's dry. So now I'll put some footage on of the tyre dressing when it's dry, and then yeah, you can see how it is. So as you can see, it's dried now, and it looks quite well. It's well, it's very shiny, but some people like that. And for myself, I do like sort of like a nice clean, sort of like matte tyre finish. But the people who like sort of like the shiny ones, yeah, that's great. I don't know how long this product's going to last, but I'll find out, and I'll drop it in the comments below after I've drove it for a few weeks. And then last but no means least is the Demon Clean. So I tested this on the interior, and like as I said in the video, I would have expected in this sort of like package for there to be a glass cleaner. But reading the back of this product, I was quite impressed to sort of read that you can use it on glass, which is good. It doesn't make it that clear from the front of the product. You do have to read the back, which is fine. But you saw the shot of the sort of like 50-50. It sort of like dries a matte colour, so it's sort of like an original colour really. It does say on the back that it removes sort of like all the greases and dirt and grime. And to be fair, like I've got the microfiber, and it did lift quite a lot, more than I was expecting, to be fair. On glass, it works quite well as a glass cleaner. I tried it on the inside and I tried it on the outside. And yeah, it's just a normal generic glass cleaner. I'd probably use this as a glass cleaner if I'd ran out. Yeah, no complaints on the glass side. So yeah, this product, it worked quite well. I did try it on sort of like some more plastic after I finished the recording, and it cleans, like I did find some dirty areas with some muck on the like kickboards, and yeah, it pretty much brought it straight off. The citrus smell, it doesn't really smell that citrusy. So yeah, that's one downside, but it doesn't matter on the smell really. That's just to make it more pleasant to use. So that is the full sort of like package done. One thing I would say, so there are a few downsides about this package. So firstly, the microfiber that you got in is this big, and it's rubbish. I tried to use it with the interior stuff, and it wasn't even soaking anything up. So if you are going to buy this package, then yeah, just be aware that you will need your own microfibers, which is fine. But yeah, this is a bit disappointing, and it's really cheap, to be fair. And then the sponge that you got with the package as well, that's your average sponge. Like I said, I didn't use it to wash the car. I sort of like cut it up and then used it as a tyre applicator. But yeah, to be fair, that's probably it probably would be a decent sponge if you want to use a sponge. So yeah, that's what I thought. Let's go on to the price and where you can get it from. So the price of this box is £35 in halfords, which some might say is a lot of money, but you do get, well, it says here you get 8 items. You get 5 products in there, and they're all 1 litre bottles. So if you think normally you're probably going to buy in 500ml bottles, these are 1 litre. So you do get a lot of product, and for the money, you're probably not going to buy 1 litre products that do actually work any cheaper than this, or anywhere near. I believe it'd probably be above £50. So if you're on a budget, this is not a bad box to buy. And if you want to try something new, yeah, it's well, I'd say go out and try it. Don't expect sort of like the best products in the world, because these are the cheaper end of the market, but they do actually work, and you hardly use any product at all. So just be aware of that when you're buying this, that these products are going to last. The tyre shine, you can't even tell I've touched it. I know I only did 1 wheel, but times that by 4, it's not going to really have done much. So yeah, these products you use very little of, which is a positive again. So £35 is quite a good price, to be fair. And where can you get it from? I bought this from Halfords. I will put the link below of where you can get this from. So yeah, if you do want to check that out, you can go buy it. So yeah, please let us know what you thought of this review, whether you do anything differently or whether you've used these products before and had different results. We'd love to know your comments, and let us know if you buy it. We're always interested in hearing that viewers have watched our videos and gone out and bought the product themselves. There has been a few sort of like of our viewers which after some videos they've basically said, I bought this product just because of your video, which is always great to hear, because, well, it means that our videos are actually taken into consideration when you guys are actually buying something. So yeah, that's the product review on the Demon Valet Pack. So what I'd want you to do, well, cheers for watching guys, and make sure you go to our channel and subscribe, and make sure you like this video and all the other videos that you watch, and share them about. So we are sort of like trying to like take this to the next level. We've just released, well, over the last few weeks, we're releasing the new van build series. So if you haven't seen that, that's about, basically, we bought a detailing van, and that's about kitting it out from the start to the finish, all the processes involved. So yeah, make sure you go check that out. That series is going down really well at the minute. So yeah, just make sure you get involved. There's loads of stuff to get involved with there. Cheers for watching, and we hope to see you on the next video.
Alright folks, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to YouTube and add us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Ta-ra!